Hello and welcome to my next class. And today we are going to talk about the most influential writer, that is P.B. Shelley. Now, when we talk about P.B. Shelley, we have few of his works that comes in mind. The very first work that we should talk about is Queen Mab, Laster, and the Revolt of Islam. Other works we will discuss in our next class. In this class, we will discuss this in brief about these three works, and they're very important. We'll discuss about their characters, how he has, picturized his characters in his work, and how the story goes on. What are his beliefs and what his work shows in those work. So today we'll be talking about those works and about P.B. Shelley. So first we'll take a small introduction of P.B. Shelley and then his works that I have mentioned. But before that, you can always look back and see that I have already uploaded lots of videos. I've also uploaded on Keats, structuralism, that is your literary criticism side, Marxism. So you all can go through those videos. You can go through my channel Ekta Avasthi by the name Ekta Avasthi and you will get all the videos. So please keep asking and solve your queries through these videos. I can help you. Please comment on the comment box if it is required, if you have any query. I have always sorted out some of the queries. So please go ahead and ask your question. Now let's begin with the very first work, or you should say that first we'll begin with an introduction of P.B. Shelley. His full name was Percy Bysshe Shelley. राइट इनका पूरा नाम याद रखिएगा, दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट, एंड ही वॉज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इन्फ्लुएंशियल राइटर्स ऑफ हिज एज. His writing, he has written works in a very fine, and when you see his work, they are greatest of all, and he was the major poets of 19th century, that is the Romantic age. Now when was he born? He was born on 4th August 1792. There were few philosophical poems written by P.B. Shelley, that is like Queen Mab, Alastor, The Revolt of Islam, Prometheus Unbound, and also the classic poems like Ode to West Wind to the Skylark. Now one of his unfinished work is The Trunks of Life, and the main thing that I would like to tell you that P.B. Shelley, he is believed to be an atheist. Atheist कौन होते हैं? जो God पे believe नहीं करते हैं. He was not a believer of God. There was a disbelief in the existence of God for him. So please remember these few important points, that his full name was Percy Bysshe Shelley, and when he was born on 4th August 1792. He has written some philosophical poems and the classical poems. इनका unfinished work याद रखिएगा, और he was an atheist. ये अभी आपको आगे इनके works में और पता चल जाएगा that being an atheist, how he has written his work, right? Now moving on to the very first work, that is Queen Mab. Now Shelley's first major work, when it comes, it shows an immature thought in it. This work of Shelley was in blank verse, which I have already discussed what blank verse is, so you can go to my previous videos and see that, and was published in 1830. Now in this particular work, poet's disbelief in God is being portrayed in his work. So जब भी आप इनके works पढ़ेंगे, Queen Mab में he has portrayed that he was not a believer of God. He never believed in God, and he always questioned about the existence of God. In this poem, Queen Mab, who was a fairy, takes the dead maiden. Now, this work starts with a very first character, Queen Mab. Who she is? She is a fairy. She is a ruler of fairies, and she takes the spirit of dead maiden, that is Ianthe. And Ianthe जो ये नेम दिया गया है डेड मेडन को, this was considered that it was the first child of Shelley, P.B. Shelley, that was dead, जिसको उसके स्पिरिट को वो ले जाके क्वीन मैप शी शोज and tell her about the human follies, that is about the human errors. She takes her to the past, present and future of the world. She further shows the human sufferings by the rule of tyranny of the kings, and the monuments getting desolated. So why they were getting desolated? That because of the man's pride, his ambition and his ignorance towards several things, which ruins the Egyptian, Athens and Rome. Now she also reveals the future. Now जो poet है, his heart says, he mentions in his last stanzas or so that there will be a new dawn. He had that hope that soon there will be a dawn of new millennium, where everything will be fine and everything will be there for the good of mankind. So there will be a new world of idealism. इन्होंने एक कोट किया है, इस कोट को याद रखिएगा. I am just saying it. ये within quotes है. A brighter morn awaits the human day, when every transfer of earth's natural gift. And so on. With the last line, look back and shudder all his young years. Now, this picture painted that he has painted in this work is very attractive and holds that the future of the world will be a happy one. So ye Queen Mab, she is showing to the spirit of dead maiden Ianthe, right? Where she at last reveals the future, where poet sees a new dawn which was free from the rules of tyrant rulers, and he draws a future world which is going to be a happy one, right? So this is all about Queen Mab, a very simple work that you need to understand, because we have to, we don't have to mug up things. Literature is not about mugging up. मतलब रटना नहीं है हमें लिटरेचर को. हमें अगर स्टोरी पता है, we can do anything. We should know its important point, right? So Queen Mab was Shelley's first major work, and it was in blank verse. Don't forget, it was published in 1830. Now, next work, Alastor, or the Spirit of Solitude. The work beautifully presents the thoughts of poet who was in search of ideal beauty. Now, this particular work, Alastor, or the Spirit of Solitude, this work, very beautifully he has written this work, and he presents the thoughts of poet. And which thoughts were presented? He was in search of ideal beauty, right? He was in search of ideal beauty. He wanted to see that ideal beauty. He wanted to unfold the mystery of life. He wanted to bring out those strange truths of life. He was very zealous about that, right? In this search, poet travels from several places like Caucasus Mountains, Persia, Arabia, they have written Athens, Babylon, Jerusalem. So to several places he goes. And at last when he is there in Kashmir, he gets a glimpse, छोटी सी झलक कहते हैं ना जिसे, he gets a glimpse of this beauty in Kashmir. While going through this mystery, which soon disappears, but it soon disappears. This quest of to unfold the mystery of life makes him travel endlessly without losing his courage. और ये quest उसके अंदर बहुत ज़्यादा he was in so much search that he wanted to unfold the mystery of life. So this quest, which was quest मतलब समझते हैं प्यास, किसी चीज को पाने की इच्छा, right? So there was a quest. He wanted to see that ideal beauty, but he was not able to make out. So he had to travel endlessly. For this, he had to travel endlessly, and he did not lose his courage. But at last, when we see that he did not end his journey, but death doesn't wait for anyone. So death ends his journey, which was an enthusiastic one, means that his journey was an enthusiastic one. But this story, or you can say this work, this thought of poet was a tragic one. So this is all about Alastor, or the spirit of solitude. Please remember, it is also called the spirit of solitude. How he was in search of ideal beauties. Up to net mein they always ask you descriptive questions type. So you should know what the story is about in case they ask you about the story. So you should know about all these things, right? कहाँ से कहाँ तक travel किया, from where did he from where he got a glimpse of this beauty that was there in Kashmir. फिर ठीक है ना? So you have to remember this. One thing that you should see in this poem, that it represents a youth जिसकी ना ही कोई फीलिंग अभी करप्ट हुई है. इट इज अनकरप्टेड फीलिंग, एंड this adventurous travel that he is into, and the imagination that inflamed him, he goes through every possible place to unfold this mystery of life. So I should say that in order to solve the mystery of life, he had a very great imagination. And one thing that you must remember, that this title of the poem, Alastor, was given by Thomas Peacock. P.B. Shelley was confused and he did not know that what should be the title of this particular work. So Thomas Peacock helped him, and he suggested the name Alastor. And by Alastor, this word, it comes from the Roman mythology, which means evil genius. Evil genius. सो अलास्टर याद रखिएगा किसने इनको हेल्प किया था? थॉमस पीकॉक ने. और थॉमस पीकॉक ने ही इनको ये नाम अलास्टर दिया था इस वर्क के लिए. ही वॉज अ वेरी गुड फ्रेंड ऑफ पीबी शेली, राइट? ऑल इम्पोर्टेंट पॉइंट्स नोटेड. प्लीज ऑडियो में जो हम बोल रहे हैं, इफ आई हैव नॉट रिटन, प्लीज जॉट डाउन दोज पॉइंट्स, राइट दोज पॉइंट्स. Hope I'm clear with my voice, with each and every work of mine, right? Word of mine, I mean, right? So please write, learn and learn. Moving on to the next word. So the Revolt of Slum. It was published on 10th of January 1818, and the original title of the poem was Lorn and Sinta. Now why its original title was named as Lon and Sintha. This you will get to know after knowing the story of this particular work. Now, this work of Shelley, it is in 12 cantos, and the main characters इसमें जो हैं, they are Lon and Sintha. Now, from where the story starts, it's about the tyrant rulers ruling on people, and there were two characters, Lon and Sintha. The story revolves around these characters, and initiate they initiate a revolution against some tyrant rulers who tried to oppress those followers. Whose followers? The followers of Islam. They never wanted them to follow Islam. एक बात इसमें नोट करना कि वो रूलर्स कहाँ थे, ये पूरा फिक्शनल है. सो द रूलर्स ऑफ फिक्शनल स्टेट ऑफ आर्गोलीज which was modeled on, now ये किस पे मॉडल किया गया था fictional state of Argolis? It was modeled on the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. Please remember that, right? Now, one thing more that I should tell you, that जो ये इसका टाइटल है, इस वर्क का टाइटल, द रिवॉल्ट ऑफ इस्लाम, इट इज नॉट अ फोकस ऑन द रिलीजन ऑफ इस्लाम. यहाँ पे कोई फोकस नहीं कर रहा है ऑन द रिलीजन ऑफ इस्लाम. इट इज जस्ट अ वर्क, एंड इट्स टाइटल वाज, it doesn't focus on the religion of Islam, right? Now, these two people, when they initiate a revolution, they succeeded in their revolution, and as they succeeded, everyone was happy, but this success was of short span of time, as these despotic rulers, tyrant rulers, were back with a bulk of force with them. And as they were back, they brought plague and famine with them, and this work takes a mournful end where both the characters were burnt alive. Yes, Lon and Sintha, they were burned alive at stake, and this work ends here with a tragic one. But if you see, this work presents poet's ideology for democratic idealism, right? He has represented जो सिंथास का character अगर देखो, उसका main mission देखो of her life is to bring liberation for mankind. So both these characters, why they have initiated a revolt? Because in this particular poet's thought is represented by both these characters, and poet's love for freedom is represented, right, through these characters. So, hope we are clear with these three works, that is Queen Mab, Alastair, and the Revolt of Islam. We'll be back soon with the other works. Till then, please read and learn these characters. So we'll be back soon with those works. I know after a long time again I'm posting this, but please help yourself learn as I am posting, please, and stay safe, take care, and we all have to fight against coronavirus. So please don't go out, be at home, and you should always take care of yourself. So stay tuned, we'll be back soon.